Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good afternoon and welcome to the 64th Annual NAIA Men's Soccer National Championship presented by Select Sport America. This first round matchup features the 4th-seeded University of St. Mary's Spires and the 1-seed, the Central Methodist Eagles. We welcome you to today's contest. The NAIA is committed to promoting an environment of inclusion that is character-driven and embraces the culture of its diverse institutions. The NAIA empowers student athletes, coaches, officials, and fans to demonstrate at all times our 5 champions of character core values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership, which all help to create a positive and competitive environment. For coaches and athletes, when you get a moment, take a moment to scan the QR code on the back of your official championship credential to complete the NAIA Championship Satisfaction Survey. Once you complete the survey, you will receive a 20% code to bsnsports.com. The NAIA would like to recognize its national corporate sponsors for their support of the NAIA throughout this championship season, including Collegiate Awards, proud to serve as the official trophy and award provider for the NAIA. Fine Designs, the official championship apparel provider of the NAIA. Please visit www.naiaapparel.com to place your custom apparel order. As the official travel partner of the NAIA, Shorts Travel would like to congratulate all of the NAIA championship teams on an excellent season. Shorts Travel Management is proud to help these teams reach their destination during postseason play and throughout the year. Shorts Travel proud to be the official travel partner of the NAIA. BSN Sports and Nike are proud to be the official apparel and footwear provider of NAIA headquarters. Use promo code NAIA2223 to get 20% off of Nike product at bsnsports.com. Huddle is excited to serve as the official video analysis and exchange solution of the NAIA. Check out the capabilities of the Huddle Focus Camera at www.huddle.com. Select Sport America is proud to supply the official soccer ball of the NAIA. E-Team sponsors the official team fundraising partner of the NAIA. Please visit www.eteamsponsor.com for more. Front Rush is the official recruiting software provider of the NAIA. Please visit www.frontrush.com, all one word, for more information. Midstream Lighting is the official lighting provider of the NAIA. Visit midstreamlighting.com/US to learn more. National Rental Car is the official rental car company of the NAIA. As the official name, image, and likeness partner of the NAIA, Open Doors is here for student athletes to build their brand and find NIL deals. Create your account and get started at app.opendoors.com/signup. The NAIA is proud to partner with Barron Rings, Herf Jones, and Signature Rings as the official licensed ring partners of the NAIA. You can contact the knowledgeable professionals at Mutual of Omaha for all of your student athlete catastrophic insurance needs. Hometown Ticketing is proud to be the official ticketing partner of the NAIA. Fast scans, happy fans. And Daktronics is the official digital display and audio provider of the NAIA. Please visit www.daktronics.com for more information. afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 64th Annual NAIA Men's Soccer National Championship presented by Select Sport America. This first round matchup features the 4th-seeded St. Mary's Spires and the 1-seed, the Central Methodist Eagles. And now let's meet the starters for today's contest. First, for the 4th-seeded St. Mary's Spires. Introducing first, at forward, junior number 3, Guilherme Caldas. At defender, sophomore number 4, Ramiro Vasquez. At forward, sophomore number 5, Romario Harding. At midfielder, junior number 6, Shamari Hibbert. At forward, sophomore number 7, Anthony Rangel. At midfielder, junior number 8, Jonathan Wilson. At midfielder, senior number 9, Paul Trejo. At defender, sophomore number 16, Boris Trejo. At defender, sophomore number 17, Joseph Gartner. At defender, freshman number 22, Jan Stachura. And in goal, sophomore, wearing 00, Kum Grio. The head coach of the Spires is Derek Mazaitis. And now the starters for the 1-seed, the Central Methodist Eagles. Introducing first, at forward, junior number 2, Isaac Johnson. At defender, graduate number 3, Yessa Bunk. At defender, junior number 5, Tom Hidian. At defender, sophomore number 6, Basil Herne. At forward, sophomore number 7, Stefano Campisi. At midfielder, senior number 8, Mark Chongradi. At forward, senior number 9, Guilherme Pereira. At forward, freshman number 12, Kuhn Schimmel. At forward, freshman number 18, William Arthur. At defender, freshman number 21, Kevin Rivera. And in goal, freshman number 1, Pierre Deveau. The head coach of the Eagles is Alex Nichols. The NAIA and its 260 member colleges and universities and 65,000 student athletes are committed to promoting character development in athletics by embracing the values of integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership on the field of play, in the classroom, and in our local communities. Our goal is to improve the culture of sport. With that in mind, we ask all players, coaches, officials, and spectators to help us by being positive role models before, during, and after today's contest. Thank you, and enjoy today's match. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Battle High School in Columbia, Missouri. For the second of our 4 matchups today. It's the 2022 NAIA Men's Soccer National Championship first round. And this matchup will feature the 4th-seeded University of St. Mary's Spires out of the KCAC, securing their berth by way of a runner-up finish in the KCAC tournament to ultimately falling to Oklahoma Wesleyan in the final. For the CMU Eagles, the undisputed champion of the Heart of America Athletic Conference, CMU securing their berth by winning regular season and tournament. No stranger to national tournament play are the Central Methodist Eagles, looking to win their 3rd match in their 3rd national championship in 5 years. The journey starts today for both of these teams. This is Phil Fortaleza taking you through play-by-play for this afternoon contest. Should be a great one from Columbia, Missouri. The Spires of University of St. Mary, the Eagles of Central Methodist. A 4-seed versus 1 contest. And it looks like we're just about ready to go. CMU in their home whites, green numerals. St. Mary in their navy blue with white numerals. Whistle blows, and off we go from Columbia. the starters out to you shortly. First four, we'll begin with the runner-ups out of the KCAC, the St. Mary's Spires, who come in with a record of 13-4-3 overall. They were 9-2-2 in the KCAC. At Leavenworth, Kansas, are the Spires. So we begin with between the pipes, wearing 00, a sophomore out of Normandy, France, the Cum Griot. Looks like this is appearance number 15 for him. He's played the vast majority of the minutes for the Spires. Good enough for a 1.75 goals against average. It's actually a transfer out of Iowa Central Community College. Now we get to the field players. We begin with number 3, Guilherme Caldas, a junior out of Recife, Brazil. For Caldas on the year. This is appearance number 17 for him. 9 goals and 3 assists to his credit offensively. In defense is a sophomore out of Salinas, California, just north of Monterey Bay, and number 4, Ramiro Vasquez. For Vasquez, appearance number 20 for him, 3 goals, 1 assist in defense. As a unit, this Spires team is giving up almost 2 goals per game, 2 goals per match, 1.90 goals against average, 36 allowed to 69 saves. So we continue with number 5, Romario Harding, a sophomore out of Kingston, Jamaica, playing forward. So on the far side, a first throw in for Central Methodist. Looks like Isaac Johnson gets it away. At the header, trying to work it for, I was looking for Irian, but Griou boxing out Irian, forcing a goal kick for the Spires. So Vasquez on the year, this is appearance number 20 for him, 3 goals, 1 assist. For Harding, so number 5, Romario Harding out of Kingston, Jamaica, he'll be the man to watch here for the Spires. Goals leader with 12 and 4 assists to his credit. Liam Arthur into a wall of Spires. Dispossessed. Vasquez looking to clear. Keeping it in touch is Stefano Campisi, unable to throw in for the Spires. And right away we have our first sub of the match. In the form of number 20, looks like number 21, Homero Gonzalez. Checking in for St. Mary, number 21, Homero Gonzalez. Tail of the tape for Gonzalez. Appearance number 18 for him, 1 goal, 1 assist. That's a very swift substitution right away. Didn't quite catch you checked out, but so it looks like Jonathan Wilson checked out, number 8. So appearance number 20 for Wilson. It was appearance number 20 for him. I don't know. Maybe Lazidis didn't like something he saw. They made an early attempt for Central Methodist, bouncing over the crossbar. So the CMU team, forward pressure always. They have great speed all around, and they like to use it, and they like to pressure that. They like to pressure the defense, then just pepper them on and on and on again. And it almost resulted in the first goal of the match for CMU. So we get the Shamari Hibbert, the junior out of Palm Coast, Florida, and where's number 6 for Hibbert. This is appearance number 20 for him, 1 goal to his credit. Anthony Rangel, a sophomore out of King City, California. He's listed as a forward. Where's number 7? Rangel is Third on the team in goals with 8, tied with Paul Trejo. The aforementioned Trejo, a senior out of Houston, Texas, wears number 9. 8 goals, 6 assists to his credit. St. Mary looking to work it in, and Bonk will clear for the first throw-in for St. Mary on the far side. Boris Trejo, a defender out of Houston, Texas. He's a sophomore, wears number 16. For Boris, this is appearance number 20 for him, 1 goal, 1 assist. St. Mary trying to work it back towards the middle. Looks like they'll get another chance with the throw-in. Joseph Gardner, a 6'3" sophomore out of Topeka, Kansas, in defense. Headed out Idian, far side, return to sender. Towards the middle, Beer DeVoe towering over Spire forwards and able to get the cover that he needed. Jan Stachura, a freshman out of Hamburgen, Germany, wears number 22 for Stachura. Appearance number 21 for him, 1 goal, 1 assist. And I'll round out the starting 11 for St. Mary. So it looks like they definitely like to run their offense through 4 players: Harding, Rangel, Paul Trejo, and Caldas. Now for the CMU Eagles, we begin between the pipes for Beer DeVoe. Attempted shot by Liam Arthur. So you got some clearance past the center back Boris Trejo. And some daylight, but the shot goes wide on the near side. Beer DeVoe, the freshman out of Amstelveen, Netherlands. DeVoe, outstanding on the air, good enough for a second-team Hart Conference selection. The CMU defense as a whole allowing .74 goals against average. 10 goals allowed to 30 saves. You can credit the CMU defense featuring 2 All-American center back selections in Tom Idian and Beard and Yessa Bonk. Isaac Johnson, the junior from nearby Jefferson City, Missouri, gets the start. Wears number 2 for him. This is appearance number 21. He's very versatile. He can play all 3 levels of the pitch. Forward, no problem. Midfielder, no problem. Defender, not a problem. Pereira, working it far side. Trying to work it back for Kuhn Schimmel. Schimmel back towards the middle for Campisi. Campisi in the box. Back to Pereira. He scores! Great touches all around. Schimmel for Campisi, finding Pereira. And Pereira puts CMU on the board first here in Columbia, Missouri, 1-0 Central Methodist. Central Methodist goal scored by number 9, Kirby Pereira. So I've been talking defense a lot for the last 2 minutes for Central Methodist, but they are just as adept offensively as well. So for Pereira, his second goal in as many matches, that is the 4th goal for him. The senior out of Valinhos, Brazil. Pereira, for 18th appearance, does have 1 assist to his credit. So we'll get back to those 2 center backs. We begin with Yessa Bonk, selected as a 2021 Hart first team selection, also in 2022. So he's the graduate out of Groningen, Netherlands. He was also selected as the Hart Defensive Player of the Year in 2022. His center back counterpart, Tom Idian, a junior out of Stuttgart, Germany. In 2020, he was selected as an NAIA All-American first team selection, but due to injury in 2021, he was more of a sporadic. Saw some sporadic playing time throughout his 2021 season. But in 2022, he has regained that form that won him all those accolades back in 2020. So coming on strong in 2022, the junior out of Stuttgart, Germany, Tom Idian. He wears number 5. Offensively, 4 goals, 2 assists to his credit for that elite Central Methodist back line, including 2 All-Americans at center back. Basel Erne, NAIA honorable mention in 2021, first team Hart Conference selection in 2022. The sophomore out of Uticon Amsi, Switzerland, another stellar year for Basel Erne. He wears number 6. So, appearance number 21 for Erne, and offensively, 1 goal to his credit. Just kind of the pitfall of being a defensive midfielder. But Erne on the touch once again, looking for a last space for Liam Arthur. He does have Pereira, and having to go well out of his goal box was Cum de Griot to prevent any further damage for Pereira, or from Pereira. Schimmel touch for Pereira, returns to St. Mary. Mark Chongradi, the senior out of Székesfehérvár, Hungary, wears number 8. He was a Hart second team selection, so fine close to his collegiate soccer career is Mark Chongradi. Much like the rest of the CMU Eagles, looking to extend it well deep into November and early December, and possibly end the season with more hardware. Stefano Campisi, the sophomore at Milano, Italy, taking the next step. Selected as a first-team Hart Conference selection. So we have a free kick on the far side for the Spires. I forgot my binoculars completely, so I'll have to take a stab at it. It looks like it's Jan Stachura, number 22. Inside the goal box. Cleared out Chongradi. Chongradi clear again. Trying to get that final clearance is Isaac Johnson. Attempted shot by Paul Trejo. Foul called on the Spires. CMU free kick. So Campisi in his sophomore campaign taking the next step. First team Hart Conference selection in 2022. Whereas number 7, Campisi on the year goals leader for the CMU Eagles team with 9. And this is appearance number 20 for him. Koen Schimmel, a freshman out of the Netherlands, wears number 12. As well, a throw-in on the near side for CMU. So for Schimmel, began his return, was injured midway through September in a match and sustained a knee injury against Missouri Valley. Well, and it seemed like at the time he was starting to play his best soccer, and he'd scored 2 goals in as many matches. But early in that contest, he sustained a knee injury, and we hadn't seen him up until postseason play began in the conference tournament. But Koen Schimmel back and active once again, and he's looking to regain that form that he was ascending to. So another great ad for Alex Nichols and this already lethal Central Methodist starting 11. Liam Arthur, a freshman at the 9. He's playing the 9. He's from South Shields, England. Wears number 18. Arthur's second second on the team in goals with 8. This is appearance number 19 for the big freshman out of South Shields, England, playing at that striker position. Kevin Rivera playing right back at, he's a freshman from Kenner, Louisiana, wears number 21. A steady presence at the wing back for Alex Nichols. So that does round out the starting 11 for Central Methodist, who find themselves up early in this one, 1-0 on the goal by Guillermo Pereira. Just excellent touches between Pereira finishing, but also with the help of Stefano Campisi and Koen Schimmel. Central Methodist looking to threaten once again. About 15 minutes into this one. So this will be Beer DeVoe. DeVoe gets it away. So we're back is St. Mary. St. Mary on the attack. Fouling was Isaac Johnson on the far side. So Mario Harding looks like he's all right. He gets up. Back to midfield for Gonzalez. Dispossessed, working back for Yesa Bonkinol, just working back for Bidevo, working from the back completely. DeVoe, in, far side. DeVoe will go deep towards midfield, looking for Chongrari, headed out Campisi, and return to sender DeVoe. So this is the first of many matchups among the men's side of things in the NAIA National Tournament, the busiest day of the year in all of soccer, men's and women's side. So I'm going to get you a few of those other scores that occurred throughout. In the Bartlesville bracket, looks like Oklahoma Wesleyan will take, on the women's side, looks like the host Oklahoma Wesleyan will take on Hastings at 2 p.m. to begin first round play in the Bartlesville bracket. To try and keep you updated with any other results. It looks like most matches are either underway. It looks like Westmont down in Lakeland is. Oh, that match has gone final. Westmont victorious over Lindsey Wilson, the two seed over a 3 over in Lakeland, Florida, hosted by Southeastern. In the Prescott bracket, looks like those matches will take place later tonight. For those of you with Hart Conference interest, Missouri Valley is the 1 seed in that bracket, and they'll be taking on Reinhardt out of Georgia at approximately 4 o'clock Mountain Standard Time down in Arizona. Missouri Valley against Reinhardt. At some of the other scores, looks like a lot of them start at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Looks like Kaiser trying to get back, trying to win their second title in 3 years. They were victorious over Westcliff, California, a school based out of California. It's like the host Kaiser Seahawks victorious earlier today. The rest of those matches looks like we have late starts. So we have a free kick on the near side for Stefano Campisi. So it takes some time to pull up the men's side of things. See what's underway. So Columbia, Missouri bracket, obviously Central Methodist up 1-0 in this first contest of the day on the men's side. You just missed it earlier. Jamestown fell to Aquinas. Oh, maybe a chance here for Paul Trejo, but enough power on the header by Isaac Johnson to get back to DeVoe to prevent any damage. Ball out, throw in for St. Mary. So looks like in the Lawrenceville bracket hosted by Georgia Gwinnett, the host Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies are taking on Vanguard. Nearby, those of you with Hart interests, Missouri Valley hosting in Marshall, Missouri. They will be taking on Cardinal Stritch, and that match actually underway. See if we can take a peek in at the box score in that one. So we have another throw in for St. Mary. Central maybe working for the back. Guillermo Pereira, he excels with his speed, and he's got a clear. Pereira, left footer, He's got a brace. Guillermo Pereira on the board for the second time in the match. CMU goal scored as second of the match by number 9, Guillermo Pereira. So Pereira, you get him in open space, and that's just lethal for him. That is his bread and butter, and using that great speed, he's able to cash in once again. Pereira fully healthy once again off of a back issue that's plagued him throughout the entire year. And he finds the back of the net, 2-0 CMU. So as we return to checking around the rest of the NAIA National Tournament, as I mentioned, Missouri Valley and Cardinal Stritch, they are scoreless at the half in Marshall, Missouri. So for the Vikings of Missouri Valley, actually they've had quite the layoff since they were eliminated in the quarterfinals of the Hart Conference Tournament by William Penn. That was a 7 seed defeating a 2. Pereira in touch again, using his speed again. Can he get a third? Just wide on the far side. So we do have one final in the Miami Gardens bracket, hosted by St. Thomas of Florida. The host St. Thomas defeating Emory-Riddle 4-0. Another Hart Conference team in Mishawaka, the Cinderella story of the Hart Conference Tournament in men's soccer, the William Penn Statesmen taking on the Bethel Pilots of Indiana. The match scheduled to kick off in approximately 4 minutes, actually. They kick off at 2 p.m. Central. So Statesmen and Pilots over in Mishawaka. Over in Mobile, looks like nothing's starting until 3 p.m. That one's hosted by the University of Mobile, which includes Mobile, Warner Pacific, Milligan, and UC Merced. For those of you with KCAC interests, the undisputed champion of the KCAC, the Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagles, looks like they're about to get kicked off right in about 3 minutes as they take on Corbin out of Oregon. That bracket includes Mid-America Christian and Bellevue as well. The other Hart hosts, there's 3 of them, and the third one being the Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers. They just went final down in Olathe as they defeated Oregon Tech 1-0. And that bracket also includes William Carey and LSU Shreveport. Pereira once again using his speed, trying to work it towards the middle for Liam Arthur, and he'll work it back for Griou. And then in the Winona Lake bracket, most of those matches taking place at 4 p.m. or later. Grace, Indiana against Lindsey Wilson, and then Kaiser, the defending national champion Kaiser Seahawks, taking on Concordia, Nebraska. Kaiser based out of Florida, Concordia, the Bulldogs based out of Nebraska. So the defending champs will see their first national tournament action in 2022 at approximately 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's like all matches can be watched on NAIA.org. Some sites may charge a fee. I'm going to put the Hart hat on right now. The Hart Conference is one that does not, so you are watching this free of charge. You're welcome. Back for Campisi Central, working it into their offensive third once again. 22 minutes to go first half. It's been the Guillermo Pereira show in this first half. He's got both goals. enough for a 2-0 Central Methodist lead. Got to mention the other men's contest to take place later tonight at approximately 7 p.m. Olivet Nazarene making an appearance here in Columbia, Missouri, and they'll be making their second straight appearance in Columbia, Missouri, the Rio Grande Red Storm. It's approximately 1 year to this day that Central Methodist and Rio Grande played that absolute classic here at Battle High School, with Rio Grande taking the #1 CMU Eagles all year and unbeaten into a deficit well late into the second half. But a couple of goals. First one by Kristen Sanchez, now graduated, to find an equalizer. And then the game winner by Tom Idion with approximately 5 minutes to go, punching the ticket to Decatur, Alabama for the CMU Eagles to the final sight. Possible ball skills by Ramiro Vasquez, tripped up last second by Rivera, and a foul called on the Spires on behalf of number 17, Joseph Gartner. Free kick for CMU. Clock stopped at 20:21. Looks like our head referee Velimir Stefanovic will let Ramiro Vasquez know what's what. No card pulled out. Just a figurative finger wagging. All right, warning issued by the head referee. Campisi, near side, corner kick away, trying to curve it back towards the near side. Trying to keep it in the offensive third is Mark Changradi, far side for the Spires. In Stachura. Erne at midfield. Gonzalez. And it looks like Basel Erne got a tug on the kit, so free kick for the Spires. They choose to go quickly. Erne closing in. Hibbert. Trying to work it back towards Trejo. Shut down by CMU, but still in touch goes Trejo. Take a through ball for Rangel. Guess a bonk will clear it out. Maybe a chance here for Kuhn Schimmel. Advancing forward is Liam Arthur. Spires still in touch. Dispossessed by Campisi. For about 2 seconds. Back to the University of St. Mary. And now cleared out completely by Yesabank. We'll have our first sub of the contest for Central Methodist in the form of number 19, Jeremiah Johnson. Second team Hart Conference selection. Next dead ball, they're choosing to play it quickly. Cleared out Erne, not past touch. Trying to keep it in touch is the Spires. Juggling act by St. Mary. And Isaac Johnson will clear it out completely to midfield. Working it back for Gartner. Hibbert. PC in pursuit. Side tackle bunk. Into the offensive third goes to St. Mary. Attempted shot. Does get past Beardavo, but it's ruled a corner kick. Might have punched it out towards the near side. Corner kick for the Spires, first of the match. Looks like Paul Trejo will take it. So when those matches go live, we'll keep you updated on scores throughout. Looks like Oklahoma Wesleyan and Corbin just underway, 4 minutes in. Missouri Valley going into the second half against Cardinal Stritch. Trejo gets it away, right footer, line drive. Return to sender, looks like we'll do it again. So as I mentioned before, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have my binoculars on me. I forgot them completely, so anything on the far side, it's going to take me some time to identify, so I beg your pardon there. Looks like the wind is starting to pick up to blow towards right to left on your Heart Conference Network device, or I guess NAI.org device, depending on where you're watching it. Trejo, right footer, gets a little bit more launch angle into this one. Headed out Idian. Trying to work it back as the Spires. Headed out Johnson, Isaac Johnson, that is. Now work it back for Boris Trejo. Space for Homero Gonzalez. Vasquez. Can Beardevo tower over Guillermo Caldas? And he does. DeVoe gets it away. Headed out midfield, far side, throwing for CMU. Looks like it'll be Johnson and Johnson checking in between Jeremiah Johnson and Jayton Johnson, checking in for Central for the first time today. It's still bright out. Central Methodist substitution checking in number 17, Jayton Johnson, and number 19, Jeremiah Johnson. So Schimmel and Arthur will take a seat for now. Let's take a look at our subs. First for Jeremiah Johnson, the sophomore out of Columbia, Missouri. Both subs coming in, both local to Columbia, Missouri, both Rockbridge High products. Jeremiah, sophomore, he was a second-team all-conference selection, and he's really turned it up as far as his set pieces go. So for Jeremiah Johnson, 7 assists on the team, good enough for the lead for first on Central Methodist. Jayton Johnson, I beg your pardon, Jayton Johnson actually the leader with 8. Jeremiah was 7. And this is the spot, this is the very spot where he's excelled. A left foot cross, but it looks like he's trying to win a corner kick, but curving back towards Koum Griot. So about 15 minutes to go in the first half. CMU on top 2-0. With a brace already is Guillermo Pereira. Using his speed to his advantage. A slide tackle here, and he's in touch once again. Multiple two defenders. Here's a chance for Jayton Johnson. Foul called in. A card coming out. It is on St. Mary. Foul occurring in the box should be a penalty, and it is. So Jayton Johnson drawing a penalty in the box, and it'll be Stefano Campisi to see if he can extend the lead even further for CMU. Stefano Campisi attempting to enter double digits on the goal board for the first time in 2022. Koum Griot opposite him. Fifteen minutes to go, first half. CMU penalty kick situation. Campisi against Griot. Whistle blows, gets it away, left side, he scores! Central Methodist goal scored on the penalty kick by number 7, Stefano Campisi. Checking in for CMU, number 13, Levi Vasconcelos. So, Campisi on the board in this one. 10th goal of the year for the sophomore out of Milano, Italy. And a sub coming for Central Methodist in the form of number 13, Levi Vasconcelos. This is appearance number 8 for him. Another sub coming in the next dead ball in the form of number 16. Looks like it'll be Leonardo Chiuli. All right, 14:20 to go. Flipping a toss for Jayton Johnson, the assist leader on the Central Methodist Eagles team. Trying to box it down, maintain touches, Kevin Rivera. Looks like he was temporarily. And unable to work it, and unable to maneuver the end line, or the Spires, results in a corner kick for Stefano Campisi. Checking in for Central Methodist, number 16, Leonardo Chiuli. Campisi, right footer away, trying to use the 6'9" frame of Jesse Bank, but can even a little too tall even for the graduate from Groningen, Netherlands. Checking for CMU number 22, Daniel Alejos. So Alejos checking in, and it looks like Guillermo Pereira getting a hero's welcome by the coaches and his fellow teammates. A brace for Guillermo Pereira, for the senior out of Valinhos, Brazil. 13 minutes to go. It's been all Central Methodist in this first half. Central, as I mentioned before, CMU no stranger to the national tournament scene. Maybe a chance in the box here for Jeremiah Johnson. A little bit too much on the bottom of that ball, goes over the crossbar. Towards the middle, saved by Griou. Possess Idian. Back for Alejos. Jeremiah Johnson in touch, finding Alejos once again. We're going back towards the middle. Jayton Johnson. Pushed off, no call. CMU still playing very forward with the luxury of advancing one of their center backs forward and trusting in one of the other center back that they can maintain the middle portion of the field. So far side go the Spires. Another sub coming in for Central Methodist. Checking in for CMU number 23, Alessandro Lacerti. So Lacerti in, Isaac Johnson out. Lacerti on the year. So his appearance number 8, he was a mainstay in defense at wingback for Central Methodist in 2021, but a patella injury has plagued him for the vast majority of 2022. But it looks like he's healthy once again. He's starting to find his form once again here in the latter part of November, when the intensity is at its highest when you're at the NAIA National Tournament. Whistle blows. Clock stopped at 10:13. So I'll have two subs. We're going in a down St. Mary player on the far side. Side referee Velimir Stefanovic trying to ask for some help from the chairs, but under his own power he gets up. It's like Boris Trejo on the far side. Clock resumes. Looks like it'll be inside 10 minutes till this ball gets to midfield. 3-0 CMU. Starting off their 2022 national tournament with a bang here. It's an explosion offensively. 2 goals from Guillermo Pereira, utilizing his great speed. And then on the other side, able to draw a foul in the box was Jayton Johnson, and Stefano Campisi on the penalty kick finishing. Taking a look at some of the other scores, mainly specifically around the Heart of America Athletic Conference and the KCAC. So you mentioned Missouri Valley and Cardinal Stritch over in Marshall, Missouri. That match is still scoreless, 0-0. Cardinal Stritch applying pressure, or Missouri Valley applying pressure, 4 saves compared to 1 for the Vikings. All attention back to here in Columbia. Free kick opportunity for Stefano Campisi inside 9 minutes. Attempted header back towards the middle, trying to loft it over the keeper was Jesse Bonk, and it goes over the crossbar. So the other two Hart representatives, Mid-American Nazarene, victorious over Oregon Tech down in Olathe. So we have our 2 subs coming in for St. Mary. Checking in for the Spires, number 18, William Lopez, and number 10, Oscar Sandoval. Oklahoma Wesleyan. Let's take a look at that, where that one's going. Looks like they just kicked off about 15 minutes ago. So the Eagles 0-0 our score in minute 14 in that one. Campisi. Like Keeley working it back for Campisi. Rivera. Quick start and go. Vasconcelos towards midfield. A lot of contact, foul ruled on Vasconcelos. Free kick for St. Mary, and they choose to go quickly. Our side Gonzalez for here's Trejo, Boris Trejo. Far to near, headed out by Central. And Rivera clearing it completely. Alejos pressuring. Alejos, can he get a dispossession? He cannot. Boris Trejo working it on the far side. Here comes Lopez, William Lopez. Beardeveau need to go well outside of his goal box to get it clear. Throw in for St. Mary or Homero Gonzalez. Juggling clear attempts by both teams at midfield. Campisi, nope, pressuring nothing. Vasquez on the near side. Pressuring is Vasconcelos. Is able to get it past him. There's Sandoval on the far side. Looks like they'll try and work it from the back. Here's Tachura. Homero Gonzalez finding Romeo Vasquez. A shot punched out by Beardeveau. Corner kick for CMU. All right, corner kick for St. Mary. Another sub coming in for Central. Substitution for CMU, checking in number 24, Martin O'Toole. So Bethel, Indiana, and William Penn underway over in Mishawaka. The host pilots taking on the William Penn Statesmen, who earned their right to the national tournament as the Hart Conference tournament runner-up. Second, men's basketball, the always dangerous William Penn Statesmen, actually victorious over the Bethel Pilots back in Oskaloosa. Lofton. Not a bad idea by Ramiro Vasquez, but just a little bit over the crossbar. Trying to look for something to inch themselves closer to the Spires. A tall task in front of them against a very explosive offense in Central Methodist. Also as adept defensively with two All-American selections as center backs. DeVoe gets it away. O'Toole working for Campisi. Central going to work from the back this time around. Alejos trying to keep it in touch for CMU. He's able to get one off of St. Mary, throwing for Kevin Rivera. A bit too high for Jayton Johnson. Martin O'Toole. 4:30 to go, first half. All CMU in this one. 2 goals by Guillermo Pereira, and then 1 on a penalty kick by Stefano Campisi. Far side for the Spires. They're looking to inch a little bit closer. Side, Yasabank. It's working it back for DeVoe. We're going to keep an eye on that Missouri Valley and Cardinal Stritch matchup. It's like 8 shots for the Vikings and 6 shots for Cardinal Stritch down in Marshall. 0-0 still the result there. And William Penn just underway in minute 12 and minute 13 there. So William Penn looking for more success over the Bethel Pilots, as they were victorious a couple of nights ago in men's basketball. Always supremely talented and supposedly and always in the top 5 in the NAIA men's basketball rankings are the William Penn Statesmen, but for whatever reason they just cannot get it done in March. Jayton Johnson, throw in, boxed out is Kum de Griou. 3 minutes to go, first half. Another sub coming in for St. Mary, in the form of Santana Castro. Checking in for the Spires, number 13, Santana Castro. Tail of the tape for Castro, appearance number 21 for him, 1 goal to his credit. I'll work it through. Here's Lopez. CMU tends to have some defensive lapses from time to time as Yesabank sitting down on the field. So he got shin kicked in, but looks like he gets up and he's all right. Tail of the tape in this one. Central Methodist winning in shots 9-4. 3 goals on the board. St. Mary with one more corner kick than CMU. Far side. Far side for O'Toole. Trying to get through ball for Jayton Johnson. Nothing doing. Goal kick for Grieux. Well, we had this. Well, I should have learned. I should know by now, after 13 years of living here, that you can't trust the weather for more than 30 minutes. Now, some overcast skies have come down upon us, and it's completely robbed us of the sun. So it looks like it's about to get colder as we head into the later matches. Far side throw in for St. Mary. 1 minute remaining. Far side. Far side for Sandoval. Possession back to CMU. So I am doing PAN play-by-play, so with about 10 seconds to go, we'll get our 10-second countdown, so you'll hear me counting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. About 10 seconds away from that. Maybe one last-ditch effort for Central Methodist. Closing in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Our score at the half here in Columbia, Missouri. Central Methodist 3, St. Mary 0. All right, 45 minutes in the books. It's been all Central Methodist in the first half. They hold a 3-0 lead going into halftime. We'll have the other 45 for you on the other side. This is the 2022 NAIA Men's Soccer National Tournament from the Columbia, Missouri bracket. This is CMUEagles.com, HeartConferenceNetwork.com. We'll see you on the other side for the other 45. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NAIA.org and HeartConferenceNetwork.org. This is the 2022 NAIA Men's Soccer National Tournament from the Columbia, Missouri bracket. A result at the half as we're underway in the second half. Central Methodist, the 1 seed over the 4th seeded University of St. Mary's Spires, a 3-0. Our result at the half, we're just underway. 2 goals scored by Guillermo Pereira first half. They look to get a 4th. Headed into, looking for a hat trick was Pereira, deflected, corner kick CMU. Pereira back in. Stefano Campisi will take the corner kick on the near side. Central going left to right this time in the second half in the home whites with green numerals. St. Mary in their navy, all navy with white numerals. As far as readability goes, that's a 10 out of 10 on this on the scale for St. Mary. It's like a roll shot over the crossbar, maybe bouncing back, but another attempted header this time by Yesa Bank. So we have multiple subs coming in for Central Methodist, including number 4 Victor Antello. He'll take over that center back position opposite Yesa Bank. And a change at keeper, Yannick Shoney. They've kind of been doing this over the last few weeks. Attempted header. A shot scoring is Jeremiah Johnson. 4-0 Central Methodist. Central Methodist goal scored by number 19, Jeremiah Johnson. For Jeremiah Johnson, that is goal number 4 for him. He is second on the team in assists with 7, right behind Jayton Johnson, who has 8. So it's been all CMU in this one, and the beat goes on for Central Methodist. 4-0 in this one. It's like Corbin and Oklahoma Wesleyan underway first half over in Bartlesville. Actually, Oklahoma City, actually. It's actually being hosted by Mid-America Christian, but Oklahoma Wesleyan is the 1 seed in that bracket. And Oklahoma Wesleyan on the board, 1-0 in minute 40-41. Working it back to CMU for Yannick Shoney. And been playing keeper by committee all over the Hart postseason tournament and now into this first round of the NAIA National Tournament. Pereira, ready for Jeremiah Johnson. Through ball, kicked out by Oklahoma Wesleyan and rolled off of Jeremiah Johnson. Good play by number 17, Joseph Gartner, to force a goal kick for Cum Griu. So we have an update in Marshall, Missouri. Missouri Valley on the board. 8 minutes left to go in the second half. A goal by Kazuki Hashimoto. They're on top of Cardinal Stritch, 1-0 in Marshall, Missouri. William Penn, 10 minutes to go first half in Bethel, Indiana. No score in that one. Possession remaining with CMU, far side. So Central Methodist, once again, another appearance to the NAIA National Tournament, 5th in as many years. National champions in 2018 and 2019. Got to in the last 2 years have gone to the national semifinal, where unfortunately they've met their end at that round. 2020 falling to the eventual champion Missouri Valley Vikings. And then number 12. And then last year, they just lose. They They got beaten pretty decisively over in Decatur, Alabama against the eventual champion Kaiser Seahawks. Attempted shot by Jeremiah Johnson going upper 90, nothing doing over the crossbar, goal kick. So the Kaiser Seahawks, the defending champions, actually putting a number on the Heart of America Athletic Conference in 2021, beating the then defending champion Missouri Valley Vikings in the quarterfinal matchup in Decatur, and then in the semifinals victorious over the CMU Eagles on their way to the national championship victory over Mobile. St. Mary, working to our offensive third, quickly dispossessed by CMU, working for the backs, but William Lopez, be a chance for the Spires here. This is Nava for Sandoval. Sandoval towards the middle for Lopez. Lopez, foul called on committed by Sabank. So it'll be a free kick just outside the 18 for St. Mary. Sabank trying to plead his case. But in close proximity, a very good chance for the Spires to get on the board. So 1-0 Oklahoma Wesleyan over Corbin in Oklahoma City. Looks like they'll go to the half up 1-0. 2 minutes to go in that first half there. So free kick for Jan Stachura. Right into the wall. And it back. They deflect it off of Central Methodist. They do corner kick for the Spires. They choose to go quickly. Against the referee's request. Corner kick for Sandoval. Spires corner kick, gets it away. Looking for an attempted header for Joseph Gartner, just out of his reach. And possession back to Central Methodist. So first leg of the journey for Central Methodist going very well right now. 4-0 in this one. Take a collapse of epic proportions for this result to not hold. Here comes St. Mary. So working from the back for Stachura. Central trying to reclaim their spot at the mountaintop, third time in 5 years. The CMU Eagles. Towards the middle. Hibbert. Our side for Vasquez. Vasquez towards the middle. In the box. In the box goes Lopez. No shot taken. And towards the middle, Vasquez disrupted by Central. Clearing it out. And to keep it in touch are the Spires in the form of number 9, Paul Trejo. Savage reach and Kevin Rivera in touch. For Changradi on the far side for Jeremiah Johnson. Johnson out of nearby Rockbridge High School has it far side. Touch maintained for Central Methodist on the far side. So Jeremiah Johnson, or Jayton Johnson to take it. Our side, a flip and a toss. A lot of oomph behind it. Headed board, Yesabank. A chance for Antello, 50-50, and it's won by Griu. You're within proximity of that goal, of the back of the net. Dispossess. Rivera's down, but play goes on, looking for the far side for Campisi. Campisi into the box, left footer. So a yellow card, one to, like, on both sides, one for Paul Trejo of St. Mary, and one for Mark Chongrati. So dual yellow cards, one for each side. They both go into the books at 35-11 remaining in the second half. So Chongrati with the yellow, and for CMU, and Paul Trejo for St. Mary. So we play on, 35 minutes to go. Chongrati near side. Back heel pass for Pereira. A return back heel pass disrupted by Stachura. Chongrati working it back for Victor Antello. Clock stopped. A yellow assessed. And a red, and that'll do it for Paul Trejo. Frustration foul by Trejo, his second yellow of the contest, which results in a red cards. And for the rest of this match, Central playing with a man advantage. Yannick Shoney to take the free. Erne for Isaac Johnson. Johnson. All skills on the near side. Sandoval and Satura on him. Throw in for Isaac. Throw in for Isaac Johnson on the near side. 4-0 our score, all Central Methodist in this one. And the back header for Bonk. Another one. Chongrati scores! Actually, he's ruled off sides on that one. No, so it's still 4-0 still our result. Chongrati ruled well off sides. I'll kick for the Spires. Looks like we have a final in Marshall, Missouri. Missouri Valley victorious over Cardinal Stritch, so they'll advance to the second round in the NAIA National Tournament. Are you covering up? Rivera, far side. Results in a free kick for University of St. Mary. We have a tally in Mishawaka, Bethel, Indiana pulling ahead 1-0 with about 2.5 minutes to go over William Penn on a goal by Anu Alamanji for Bethel. Oklahoma Wesleyan at the half, 1-0 on a goal by Uros Rosic. Near side for St. Mary. This is Sandoval. Sandoval working it past Antello. Dispossessed by Yesabank. Ball finding Yannick Shoney. Rivera far side. Rivera long ball attempt looking for Jayton Johnson at that strike. It's more of a forward mid. So that's Central playing more of a 3-2-2-3. Central content to burn clock, exchanging between backs. And Stefano Campisi on the far side, playing well back of his usual spot on the wing. Throwing for the Spires. Here's Boris Trejo. So up next, we'll have, after the conclusion of this one, as we have a goal kick for Kum Griyu. We go back to the women's side. The CMU Eagles will take on Cardinal Stritch in the first round NAIA Women's Soccer National Tournament matchup. Erne, near side, towards the middle for Jayton Johnson. Erne into the box himself. Attempted header, punched out last second by Griou, and lofted by Campisi, scoring for CMU. CMU goal scored by number 7, Stefano Campisi. Stefano Campisi finds the back of the net through several attempts and headers. Campisi, it's goal number 2 in the match. A brace for Campisi and a brace for Guilherme Pereira. So those two have definitely built a great chemistry here. Pereira's first year as a CMU Eagle, tripped up by Erne on Homero Gonzalez. A free kick for the Spires. What's up? Coming in for Central Methodist, next dead ball, in the form of Leonardo Chiuli. kicks to Chura. Headed out by Bonk. So let's take a look at the women's side, see if there's any other finals that have taken place. For KCAC interests, Oklahoma Wesleyan over in Bartlesville. Taking on Hastings. So we take some time for that to accumulate. 2-0 result at the half for the Oklahoma Wesleyan Lady Eagles. Check in for the Eagles, number 16, Leonardo Chiuli. Yerme Caldas and Romario Harding returning for St. Mary. Also checking in number 7, Anthony Rangel. So 2-0 at the half for Oklahoma Wesleyan on the women's side over in the Bartlesville bracket. And in Columbia, obviously our first match of the day was Jamestown falling to Aquinas. So Aquinas punching their ticket to Saturday here in Columbia. We'll take on the winner of the 1-seeded CMU Eagles against the number 4 seed Cardinal Stritch Wolves. So that match will take place at 1 p.m. kickoff this Saturday. Kansas Wesleyan is over in Hattiesburg taking on William Carey. We'll take a quick peek at that one as we have a sub coming in for Central. Substitution for CMU checking in number 5, Tom Hidian. So Hidian checking back in, replacing Yessa Bunk. A good shift for the graduate out of Groningen, Netherlands. So no score 15 minutes in for Kansas Wesleyan against William Carey. Kansas Wesleyan entering that match with a record under 500, but finding their way to the national tournament. I believe they made it to I believe they were the runner-up in the national tournament final. Last I checked. Here come the Spires. Give and go. Cleared out by Lacerti. We're back for Jeremiah Johnson. Lofted finds Jeremiah Johnson. Johnson towards the middle. Campisi going for a Hattie. Cleared out. Lacerti still on the offensive third goes Central Methodist. Lacerti tripped up. Foul called on Hibbert. Campisi near side, free kick. Eagles crashing. Trying to curve it towards the outside. And back for CMU. So we had a flurry of subs come in at the dead ball. Lacerti in. Vasconcelos checked in as well. Irian tripped up far side. The fellas shake. As we'll play on, it looks like it's either a free kick or a corner. But it did go past the end line. I'm not sure what occurred first. Looks like head referee Velimir Stefanovic spraying down on the far side corner. So in effect, it's a corner kick, but not really. Just metaphorically speaking. Close enough to it. Free kick Campisi. He's already got 2 in this matchup. Campisi will hook it towards net. Not quite caught, but on the second bounce, going for Ryu. On the counter comes Jan Stachura. Back towards the middle. Good pass for Vasquez. Vasquez, far side. This is Rangel. Rangel looking for Hibbert. Poked away. Hibbert still in touch. Poked away again by Kiuli. Dispossessing is CMU. Foul called. Clock stopped. 22:38 to go. And unseen and unprompted, we have a St. Mary player down. He's lying supine on the ground right now. So the trainers will tend to that situation. I'm not trying to get a look for the down player. Hope he's okay. It was like we'll step back, take a break for now, and we'll come back to you once we get an update. This is the 2022 NAIA Men's Soccer National Tournament first round from Columbia, Missouri, on NAIA.org and HeartConferenceNetwork.org. So a good sight to see for Boris Trejo, number 16 of St. Mary, walking up under his own power. It's like unprompted non-contact. He was down for a little bit, but good sight to see him walking under his own power. Checking in for CMU, number 18, Liam Arthur. Checked in for St. Mary, number 11, Luis Martinez. Lacerti. Revive for Vasconcelos. So revive for Yannick Shoney. All Central Methodist in this one, 5-0. 2 goals apiece for Stefano Campisi and Guilherme Pereira. Antello. Antello far side for Campisi. Isaac Johnson. Isaac, Jeremiah, and Jayton playing in places that are very familiar to them. They're at Battle High School. Both Jayton and Jeremiah Rockbridge High School products that are near the southern part of Columbia. So we'll have a down player for St. Mary. It's number 22, Jan Stachura, the freshman out of Hamburgen, Germany. That Chota down, but we'll stay here with you. Hopefully he's all right. Being seen by the trainers right now. Second half underway over in Oklahoma City. Corbin behind 1-1 against Oklahoma Wesleyan. Still at the half for Bethel, Indiana over William Penn. Good sight to see. It's the Chota walking up on his own power. He just got shaken up a little bit on that previous play. All the sub coming in for St. Mary. Checking in for the Spires, number 33, Alvaro Mercado. Possession for Central. It's a foul in the rear, resulting in a free kick for CMU. 21 minutes to go in this one. Another update for one of the schools in the heart of America over in Indianapolis, over at Marian University. Punched out, or caught by Griou. Our side for the Spires. Last touch by the Spires. It's like Mid-American Nazarene just kicking off against Campbellsville. MNU, the 3 seed over in Indianapolis, taking on Campbellsville over of Kentucky. And Marion and Bellevue to take place later that evening. And actually, right away, Mid-American Nazarene up 1-0 in this one, well into this into the second half on a goal by Ona Beran. So they didn't just start. They're well into the second half right now over against Campbellsville. So the upstart MNU Pioneers, who've just taken an absolute exponential leap forward in 2022, continuing their, well, as a result right now, continuing their winning ways. And much like their volleyball counterparts, look to make a deep run into November as well. That one has officially gone final in Marshall. Missouri Valley victorious over Cardinal Stritch. For CMU near side. Jayden Johnson. So outside net, working it back towards net is Liam Arthur. A shot by, looks like it was Alejos on it. Corner kick, Central Methodist. Caught by Griou. Far side, and we'll keep it in touch without any defensive Offensive pressure was the Spires. Multiple throw-in attempts for Central on the far side. Possession remaining with the Spires on the near side. St. Mary working it into their offensive third on the far side. This is Rangel. Back towards the middle for Liam Arthur. Result of throw-in for St. Mary. St. Mary, how they got here was 13-4, like an overall record of 13-4-3 this season. Conference play in the KCAC 9-2-2 over 9-2-2, and their KCAC postseason tournament saw them get to the final, where they ultimately fell to perennial powerhouse Oklahoma Wesleyan over at Strikers Sports Complex in Wichita. It looks like the run will end for the Spires here in 2022 here in Columbia against the one-seeded Central Methodist Eagles. Jayden Johnson a flip and a toss. Header tapped by Liam Arthur. Deflect into Schimmel. Back come the Spires. That's Consuelos. 50-50 balls allows some of the Spire players to advance forward a little bit more. And with Cherty slide tackling out for a throw-in. Throw in Luis Martinez. Return to center Martinez. With Cherty. Back towards the middle. Rolled past end line. Goal kick for Yannick Shoney. Possession back to Central Methodist, and Tello on the far side for Hewley. Hewley, ball for Liam Arthur. Arthur just outside the box, trying to work it back towards the middle for Kuhn Schimmel. Schimmel, collision. A foul ruled against Schimmel, trying to draw contact. Got his, figuratively speaking, his hand in the cookie jar a little bit too far. All work back for Griou, pressured by Arthur. Looks like the ball will stay in midfield. 50-50 attempt for Idion and Caldas. Spires still in touch. Foul ruled on CMU. Minutes to go. Arthur far side. Now, clock stopped at 11:53. We have a down Spires player on the far side. Yeah. So Mid-American so going back to the Marion bracket, Mid-American Nazarene on top of Campbellsville. Campbellsville is a team that defeated the CMU Eagles on the women's side earlier this season. Actually, two of the teams that gave Central Methodist losses are actually in that very bracket, so only one of them will come out from there. Tail to tape in this match. Shots on goal, clear advantage Central Methodist 15-6. Shots on goal 8-3 in favor of Central. 3 saves apiece, 3 corners each. The braces by Campisi and Yeme Pereira. One more goal by Jeremiah Johnson adds to our 5-0 total here in Columbia. Throw in far side, Isaac Johnson. In pursuit. No space here between Martinez and Harding. Harding, challenged by Lacerti. Poked out by Lacerti. Back inside the box, dispossessing is Antello. Maybe a chance here for Liam Arthur. And Schimmel head. Liam Arthur. One choice on each side. He decides to go with Martin O'Toole. Towards the middle. Liam Arthur. Inside the box. Couldn't quite corral it towards the direction he wanted to. Rule the corner kick for Central. Minutes to go in this one, all Central Methodist 5-0. Throw in. Punched out by Griou. Ruled foul on Central. Spires looking to play quickly. A deep ball attempt finds Isaac Johnson, and he'll work it back for Yannick Shoney. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 subs coming in for St. Mary at the next dead ball. My oh my, that is going to be a bear to announce. Okay, might as well just start writing it down. 12, 35, 27. Shout Griou. 34 and 30. Oh, wait, we got 35. All right. Okay, 7. I think that's the most I've ever seen at all at once coming in at the next dead ball for St. Mary. And scoring is Central Methodist. Central Methodist goal scored by number 24, Martin O'Toole. So Martin O'Toole finds the back of the net, 6-0 Central. And now both sides pretty much emptying the benches is the result very much well in hand for CMU Eagles. A multitude of subs coming in for St. Mary. Checked in for the Spires, number 12, Jose Nava. Number 35, Colby Shuck. Number 27, Jace Haney. Number 28, Victor Leon. Number 18, William Lopez. And number 34, Dylan Meyer. Okay, we got 6 of the 7. So 8 minutes to go on this one, and at this point, it just seems like window dressing, because most of the starters for both teams are now on the bench. So 6-0 CMU. So let's give a tall task and a tough draw for the St. Mary's Spires as they entered this contest. Liam Arthur in pursuit, trying to work around Colby Shuck, unable to. Possession back to the Spires. St. Mary came into this year, or came into this postseason tournament, the NAIA National Tournament, a record of 13-4-3 overall, 9-2-2 in KCAC play, securing their berth as the runner-up in the KCAC tournament, falling to Oklahoma Wesleyan. So that clock stopped at 6:31. Looks like the yellow is out for number 11, Luis Martinez. A free kick for Central on the near side. We had some of the other scores pulled up. That Campbellsville has found an equalizer in minute 59 over in Indianapolis. Mid-America MNU Campbellsville 1-1 with 30 minutes to go. Oklahoma Wesleyan over Corbin, still 1-0, 21:36 to go. And Bethel, Indiana has extended their lead 2-0 over William Penn over in Mishawaka. Central Methodist moves on to the Saturday matchup. That match to take place at approximately 3:30 p.m. or more likely 4 p.m. And the second round calls will not. The second round calls will be provided. The second round play-by-play calls will be provided by the venerable Eric Bergrud of Park University and color commentator for the Kansas City Comets. So he will. After today, he will take you the rest of the way here in this Columbia, Missouri bracket. We'll have both matches set. The winner between Aquinas and very likely Central Methodist. Although Cardinal Stritch and Central Methodist to play in our third contest of this Thursday's slate, with Cherty working it into the third. So we're going back for Antello. 5 minutes to go. It looks like we'll have a change at keeper at the next dead ball on Ricardo Perez. And also another player coming in for St. Mary. On the roster is not listed, number 23. Scoring Lacerti from distance, 7-0 CMU. Lacerti for him, that's goal number 2 on the year. CMU goal scored by number 23, Alessandro Lacerti. Changing keeper for St. Mary, checking in number 0, Ricardo Perez. And we have a number 23 checking in for St. Mary. He's not listed on either roster or program. So we're trying to pull up the official roster for the official postseason roster. Once we do, we should be able to get that information out to you. So Alessandro Lacerti finding the board on a beautiful hook on the far side, upper 90, about give or take 28.72 yards away. So a down Central Methodist player at midfield. Looks like it's Victor Antello. Injured player. It looks like Jeremiah Johnson will check in for him to take it the rest of the way. Checking in for CMU number 19, Jeremiah Johnson. And checked in for the Spires, number 23, Juan Carlos Martinez. So Juan Carlos Martinez checked in for St. Mary, and Jeremiah Johnson checked back in for Central Methodist. For Martinez, that is appearance number 4 for him. Our side, O'Toole. Your side for Kun Schimmel. Schimmel into the middle. Here's Leon. Leon midfield. Gonna work at far side. Free kick for St. Mary. 3 minutes from a clean sheet is the combination of Bir Deveau and Yannick Shoney. Even amount of minutes for both, 45. Side throw in. Gideon. It's a foul ruled on CMU. Still in touch for St. Mary. Going for the Spires. Liam Arthur, full speed ahead. Himself. Arthur. Into the box. Working towards the middle. Schimmel. Easy pickings for Schimmel. 8-0 Central Methodist. It was. CMU goal scored by number 12, Kun Schimmel. right, so our third game of the day will include the Cardinal Stritch Wolves. And on the women's side, the CMU Eagles. Thank you. One minute remaining. Liam Arthur all by his lonesome. We're going to back for Schimmel once again, and a brace for Kuhn Schimmel. CMU goal scored his second of the match by number 12, Kuhn Schimmel. Assisted by number 18, Liam Arthur. Oh, never mind. Rolled off sides. Disregard that last PA announcement, everybody. That's okay. All Central Methodists in this one. So we'll wrap up play-by-play. About 15 minutes to go. We'll have our third match of the evening. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Final score in today's contest, Central Methodist 8, St. Mary 0. So final on this one, CMU advancing to Saturday, 8-0 victory over St. Mary. They'll take on the winner of Rio Grande and Olivet Nazarene. That match to take place at 7 p.m. But up next for you, up next here in Columbia, Missouri, we have the other women's soccer matchup in the first round featuring the Central Methodist Eagles and the Cardinal Stritch Wolves. Kickoff scheduled for approximately 50 minutes from now. We'll see you then. Stay tuned online for all information at NAIA.org. You can watch online